The way he looks to go a bit wide there and succumbing to the place of Alvaro Carpe.
And Morelli really has a season that's gone up and down, up and down. He started off with victory in the first race. There is yesterday's winner, fifth.
Turns it around.
And Brian Uriarte, you can see him there in third place, the middle of your screen. He has seen that Marco Morelli has jumped ahead now. He's opened up a couple of bike lengths lead. He doesn't want to see the Argentine take a stronger lead than that.
And it's the fastest lap of the race from Uriarte. 144.5 is just a bit slower than what they were putting in qualifying already.
And that no one had got that 4 or 5 bike length. And Brian Uriarte and Carpe and Co are determined to get back on his tail. Let's see if they can slipstream him down the back straight.
One rider who was really strong yesterday, we've not yet seen the best of him.
He said he missed the gear on that final lap yesterday. That really spoilt his chances of getting on the podium.
Oh,
and then of course
going a bit wide there. Sorry, Peter. Yeah, he had a big bobble. That getting away from it all was pretty short-lived.
Yeah, that's right. You can see Moodley still there back in 6th place. As he said, he refuses to let himself get kicked down the order as it happened yesterday when he was pushed back to 10th or even 11th.
And Holger, one of the fastest sections of track that we visit on the entire Rookies Cup calendar. They've certainly caught him back up now, Morelli. I think his ambition of getting away from it all was pretty short-lived.
Yeah, that's right.
He's so old school almost. You could put him on a 250cc two-stroke and he looked fine. Meanwhile, you got sort of Pedro Acosta-esque from his fellow Mercian, Alvaro Carpe, right behind him, leaning off so far.
Salmela and Moodley, Pratama behind them. And it's just stringing out relatively slow in comparison to today, if I'm not mistaken, from the actual times in the PDF. Best race lap was actually from last year, Alvaro Carpe, 144. Something that Brian Uriarte said. He said he was very comfortable at that pace. He thought he could run quicker if he had passed Alvaro Carpe, who was the major leader yesterday. But he said he didn't really want to show them, stretch things. Not everybody can manage that pace. Obviously, it's a very different race than yesterday.
So they weren't no one was doing a low 144 yesterday, basically. So the fastest lap, Salmela, 143.44 yesterday, basically. So the fastest lap, Salmela, 143.9. This is why it's being strung out, Peter. They've done their homework overnight. Perhaps the conditions are contributing to this. You're seeing this, mate.
Yeah, that is, and of course they've realised that the 6 in front are disappearing, and they've got to go after them.
I've got a theory, and it's just been proven to me looking down the PDF. Why is the pace so hot? Morelli caught that group after he crashed. Who's up front leading the way? Here he is.
Good thinking, mate. Good thinking.
Not just a pretty face, me, sometimes.
Right.
But tyre wear will be a factor in this race.
Yeah, and we've just seen Daniel get a track limits warning. And as you say, you know, the pace is hotter. The track temperature of the radiator reduce the cooling effect, but that has a tape attached to it that the riders can pull off if they see the engine temperature is rising. And I think that's what one of them did. Didn't see who it was, but in this lead pack, somebody
all back into the fray.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, but Hakim didn't feature in the front yesterday, did he? He was, you know, there and thereabouts,
exactly.
but he wasn't quite there. So right with the front runners, and Hakim didn't feature in the front yesterday, did he? He was, you know, there and thereabouts, exactly. but he wasn't quite there. So right with the front runners, and I think Rouchet is hanging on that. He's got back.
Fine, goes to show Rookies Cup riders learning all the time, even in the race.
And nobody I spoke to after the race, spoke to all of the top 6 guys, the top runners, and nobody talked about tyre degradation in the race yesterday.
In the first group, the chasing pack is led by Pratama, and it goes all the way down to Ramersdorfer in 14th. Sullivan Mounsey leading the next set of riders, all the way down to Rocco Sessler in 24th.
So there is still the leader, and he's pretty much led all the way, hasn't he, Morelli? He really, you know, he got away, but he's been unable to hold that advantage. He's now been
picking the bit for it.
Who wants it the most out of those guys? Yeah, and just while we're watching these Super 6 guys, you know, it's you know, let's mention that Born Racers series that is now on TNT. You know, it's you know, let's mention that Born Racers series that is now on TNT in the UK. It's viewable in America as well, and it's going to more and more countries. So please look.
I think so, wouldn't you? But that's quite a big gap that's opened up between Sal Salmela and Uriarte and Ruche Moodley there. But this circuit's so much about flow, isn't it? I mean, especially this part of the corner. The lap
Pass Ruche, and he'll have his head down because he knows he can't really let this fall, because these four are not mucking each other up, are they?
No,
they're not being silly about it. That was an issue yesterday. They were all over the track, all of them.
Pada sesi free practice C1, Veda Ega Pratama menempati posisi ke-12 dengan terpaut gap 1,604 detik dari Rico Salmela. Rico Salmela mencatatkan waktu tercepat di sesi FP1 dengan 1 menit 45,345 detik. Catatan waktu Veda Ega membaik di sesi FP2 dan menempati posisi ke-11 dengan catatan waktu 1 menit 45,920 detik dari total 10 lap yang dijalani. Veda Ega kembali memperbaiki catatan waktunya di sesi kualifikasi. Sayangnya, pembalap asal Gunung Kidul itu gagal tembus ke 10 besar dan harus puas di urutan ke-12 dengan 1 menit 45,317 detik. Dengan demikian, Veda Ega akan memulai race 1 Red Bull Rookies Cup 2024 di sirkuit Assen pada urutan ke-12. Sementara pole position diraih oleh Alvaro Charpe yang mencatatkan waktu 1 menit 43,858 detik disusul Rico Salmela dan Brian Uriarte. Rider muda Veda Ega Pratama, pembalap berbakat dari Indonesia, siap kembali menggebrak di Red Bull Rookies Cup 2024 yang akan berlangsung di sirkuit Assen, Belanda pada tanggal 29 hingga 30 Juni 2024. Pembalap muda Veda Ega Pratama telah menunjukkan performa yang sensasional di seri-seri sebelumnya. Penampilannya yang gemilang ini mengantarkannya ke posisi di 10 besar klasemen sementara. Di Assen, Veda Ega bertekad untuk tampil maksimal dan meraih kemenangan pertamanya di musim ini. Sirkuit Assen terkenal dengan tikungannya yang cepat dan lurus panjang, yang cocok dengan gaya balap agresif Veda Ega. Pembalap muda Veda Ega Pratama terus bersiap untuk tampil di ajang Pekan Olahraga Nasional Si Aceh Sumatera Utara 2024. Berbagai persiapan terus dilakukan Veda Ega Pratama di sela-sela kesibukannya menjalani musim balap di Red Bull Rookies Cup 2024 di Eropa. Disinggung peluangnya tampil di PON mendatang, Veda yang pernah merasakan persaingan di ajang olahraga multi-event terbesar di Indonesia kala berlomba di Papua tahun 2021 silam mengaku, akan menunggu keputusan dari pelatih terlebih dahulu. Jika di ajang PON mendatang dirinya masih menunggu keputusan dari tim pelatih, apalagi di ajang RBRC. Veda bertekad untuk bisa meraih hasil maksimal dan memberikan kebanggaan bagi Indonesia di ajang internasional. Pembalap motor andalan dari Indonesia, Veda Ega Pratama, kian bersinar terang di Eropa. Pada seri keempat kejuaraan balap motor Red Bull Rookies Cup di sirkuit Mugello, Italia yang dihelat Minggu, 2 Juni 2024, Veda Ega tampil cukup mengesankan. Pada race 1, Veda Ega Pratama finish di peringkat kelima dan race 2 finish di posisi ke-8.